Is Hajj compulsory for the disabled? Now, Hajj is obligatory upon everyone. We know this from the Quran, we know this from the Sunnah. However, Allah Ta'ala in the Quran mentions a caveat. Man istata'a ilayhi sabila. Whomsoever is able to do so. Now at this juncture, the ulama, they mention two factors. One is economic factors. The other is the physical ability to perform Hajj. So first and foremost, one must have enough money to travel, to perform the Hajj, and must leave enough money back home for their dependents, their family members, if they have any. Having said that, you might have all the money to perform Hajj. The question is, what if you are lacking in terms of physical ability? Or what if you are physically unable to perform Hajj because there is some kind of criminal or highway robber that you are afraid of, meaning the pathway is unsafe. At these junctures, the ulama, they say, if the pathway is unsafe, then you don't need to perform Hajj. If you are imprisoned, then again, you don't need to perform Hajj. But the question here really is regarding physical ability, having the good health to do so. Now, it all depends on the type of disability, and this is really important to understand. We will say that anyone who has the ability to perform Hajj either by themselves or with some assistance, say with a friend or on a wheelchair or with a stick or a cane, then it is better that they perform Hajj in that manner. But there may be some disabilities that are so debilitating, either physical or mental, that may serve to be an impediment for certain people to go and perform Hajj. If this is the case, we must first and foremost consult the medical professionals. This is a really important point. We know that the jurists of old, the jurists, the fuqaha, the scholars of the past, they would often consult professionals in a given field before they would offer their verdict. So if it was a business matter, they would go to the markets of Medina or Mecca and they would spend time learning from them to see what is the correct verdict. If it was a medical matter, they would go and they would consult doctors and medical professionals and see if they could have, or rather they could develop a verdict which was well informed, medically speaking. So at this juncture, what we will say is, it's first and foremost very important to seek medical advice. Speak to your medical professional, speak to your doctor, your GP, and ask them, do you think that with my disability, I should go and perform this Hajj? Maybe offer them some further information. I could perform Hajj if my mother comes with me, or my father comes with me, or my brother, or another carer comes with me. Would you recommend that I perform Hajj? And they will be able to advise better. Sometimes it's not just enough taking medical advice. It's good to speak to your local scholar or your local imam who can advise you. Generally speaking, if your disability, either mental or physical, is so debilitating that it would serve to be an impediment for you performing Hajj, then we will say Hajj is not wajib upon you. But then again, it depends on the circumstance. Final bit I'll say, please, if any one of you are thinking of going to Umrah or Hajj, inform the tour group. It's important for the tour group to know if you are suffering from some kind of disability so that they can make preparations and they can help.
Follow us and subscribe now on all things Hajj and Umrah.